All right, we are live. I'll just give it a second to process here, and then I'm gonna go right ahead. Hi, everyone, and welcome to our latest DSS break. I'm live here every Thursday to bring you the latest news and great interviews in a 15-minute break. I'm Anna Anderson, CEO and founder of Formulated by, home of the Data Science Salon, and I'm streaming from my home, which is also the headquarters of Formulated by and DSS, and we're located here in the heart of Miami, right in the design district. It's almost Friday, and we've had a good week, so we're doing another giveaway. The first 5 people to comment will receive these awesome socks. Jay, have you received a pair of these yet?
We're going to be sending
these out to all the speakers. Yeah, all the speakers are getting these too. So, but the first 5 people to comment on this stream will get the pair of socks. They're awesome. They're very comfortable. Yesterday, we wrapped another awesome DSS virtual experience, and that one was focused on media, entertainment, and advertising. And we had a little bit over 1,000 people over 2 days that joined the talks, and we learned a lot. It was really great to see what everybody's doing in the space. And people are doing a lot of great things, and it was awesome to share all that knowledge, and everything now is available on demand, and there will be a link, I believe, posted in the comments so you could access all that awesome content. And I'm really excited to welcome my guest today, who is joining me from Viacom CBS, and Jay. He's a data scientist there. And on Tuesday, Jay actually presented a really great talk at DSS, and it was about basically full stack data scientists, the next gen of data scientist cohort. And that conversation your talk was really great and valuable for a lot of people because I feel like you really excelled in your career really quickly, and that's a great story that you shared. Welcome, Jay. Can you please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about you and kind of how you got here?
Sure. Thanks, Anna, for having me. Hope everyone is staying safe and doing well. First of all, thanks to you and your amazing team for creating such a great event. So yes, I'm Jay, and I work as a data scientist at Viacom CBS Streaming, and we are home to Viacom CBS properties like Paramount Plus, Pluto TV, CBS News Digital, and CBS Sports Digital. I mostly work on solving streaming business problems using machine learning. Also, I write for Towards Data Science on Medium, and in my free time, I'm a part-time skateboarder and videographer.
That's awesome, skateboarder and video. Yeah, that's cool. Those are awesome hobbies and very different from your data science work. And what kind of videos do you like to make?
Yeah, so I generally, when I go to basically I love to travel. So when I go to different places, I take my GoPro with me, I take my drone with me, and I just shoot videos of various places. So.
That's cool. That sounds like a lot of fun. Where are you calling in from now?
Currently, I'm in Syracuse, New York, but next month I'll be in Fort Lauderdale. So
yay,
excited for it.
You're going to be coming closer to Miami. Yeah, that's awesome. I think that you're going to love it down here. So I'm going to go ahead and dive right in. I have a couple questions. It'll be awesome to have a nice little discussion, which follows up on your presentation. You were able to break into a powerhouse company like Viacom, CBS, straight out of grad school without any prior full-time industry experience except a research assistant and internships. That's super impressive. Maybe you could share a little bit with the audience how you made that happen.
Sure. So I always had dreamed about working in media and entertainment space since the freshman year of my undergrad. So passion was not an issue for me. I have juggled a couple of fields in between, like starting from animations and VFX to software and web development until I fell in love with data science. Obviously, there were a lot of ups and downs in the journey, But the key thing that has helped me is that I didn't straight away go to learn data science. My experience with software development and designing has helped me take my data science projects in Jupyter notebooks to another level. I stress a lot about showcaseable projects. If you are a Python person, you can use Flask or Dash to basically give your machine learning projects an interface and then deploy those on cloud, as there are various free resources for students. Put them on your resume, and now the recruiter or hiring manager can check your live projects out, and you can prove multiple skill sets at the same time. Sometimes I feel like being a journalist is not as bad as you think when you are entering a field such as data science, and then you can later on specialize with industry experience. Other than that, if you are an international student in the US, you have to make most out of your stay here. So, working on interesting academic projects, working with professors on research projects, and doing internships. I was a data engineering intern at Viacom CBS back in 2019. My team saw my potential in solving data science problems and offered me the role of data scientist, and that's how I landed here.
Awesome. No, that's a great story. Thank you for sharing that. It's, super inspiring. And I heard that you have a great blog that also shares your experiences and knowledge on breaking into the industry, and you have built up a really strong personal brand. Maybe you could give us a little bit of insight about that and how that's very important.
Sure, Anna. Great question. So, well, this is a long process. I wrote my first blog back in June 2017, and I didn't even know at that time that if this is going to be popular. As my main intention at that time was to share my experience and data science journey. I was not a frequent writer back then, but with time I increased my frequency, and still I say it's pretty bad because I write once every 2 months, and still I'm trying to improve it. But yes, if we want to talk about the benefits of it, then it's mutual. So while you write a blog, you have to have that experience. Uh, so I have to build something, or I have to build a technical website, or so I have to build something technical before writing a blog about it. So while you are thinking about giving your readers the best insights, you yourself are learning those. So it 100% makes you better. Plus, the added advantage is that I just started out in the industry like 10 months back, and I have already created valuable connections in the industry, be it in the streaming space or any other industry, due to people sometime hopping on my blog and connecting with me. Similarly, due to my talk at DSS Virtual last week, I mean last Tuesday, I made some great connections, including the fellow speakers and the audiences. It gives you a great internal satisfaction that you are not just a data scientist at Viacom CBS streaming, but you are much more than it.
Yeah, no, 100%. No, I think that's really important. And I, hope that you continue to spread the word to tell others to, put themselves out there. Because I think there's a lot of folks that are shy, so, but I think it's worth, at least if you're shy, you could write a blog, right? You don't have, maybe just putting yourself out there like that way is a good start, right? So, no, that's great. Thank you so much for sharing that. And yeah, I like Towards Data Science as well. I write on there sometimes. It's a really good, a good blog to follow.
Yeah.
One major question you discussed in your presentation also was why is there hype about data science? Maybe we could talk like a little bit about that.
Sure. So some of the reasons that I discussed during my talk at DSS are like it's a mystery title. When I read the job descriptions, I don't know what do you expect me to do. Some other reasons would be like it has a high job satisfaction, huge business impact. It's ever evolving, and the data generation. So every business has realized the value of data and the wonders it could do later on. Other than that, what I see is like among the youngsters, there's a great hype about data science because there are a lot of schools nowadays promoting degrees in data science. Someone who doesn't know what he or she wants to do at the time, and they are just starting off or thinking about career transition, they would see all these schools and boot camps providing direct degrees in data science, and job sites like Glassdoor ranking it as number one job in the US since last 4 years. And that will make them directly jump into the wagon of data science. And that's why I feel there's all the hype about data science right now.
Yeah, no, totally. I agree with you. And I don't think, it might be a right thing for everybody, but I don't think anybody could just go in a boot camp and like come out a data scientist, right? So, but I think we could, the last question is a good one because I think it kind of goes back to the hype and all the boot camps and things like that are out there. What advice would you give to somebody that's trying to break into this field, right? Like, is there some background that you should have, or if, like, for example, if you don't like math, then is it like not the right field for you? So maybe you could talk a little bit about that and how, you would go about that, if you were just, or maybe even transitioning from like another technical field.
Yeah. So again, there are a lot of types of data scientists. Like you don't have to do machine learning, just machine learning if you're a data scientist, because there are a lot of types like data scientist analytics, data scientist product, then data scientist visualization, supply chain, lot of types. So basically you can pick any of the specialization if you want, or you can even be a generalist, because while entering the field, companies are pretty flexible and teams as well are pretty flexible in shaping you. So you can be a generalist. And the biggest advice that I feel would be helpful is like, even while you are doing a boot camp, or while you are doing an online course, or even your coursework in school, um, you should try to do every side or academic project end to end, and in the way how they do it in the industry, following the standard core practices, and its impact would be like 10 times more. And for sure it's gonna make you stand out, it's gonna make your resume stand out. And yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah, awesome. No, that sounds like great advice. Thank you so much for taking the time to hang out and talk a little bit about your story. We also look forward to seeing you in the community here in South Florida. You're definitely, as I said, going to enjoy it. And don't forget, you could catch a lot of others at DSSVirtual, which is available on demand. And don't forget, if you leave a comment, the first 5 people will get a pair of these awesome socks, even after the broadcast is over. Yep. And save the date. Our next virtual event is on July 12th with we've partnered with VentureBeat for their Transform 2021, and we have an enterprise track there. So so we're looking forward to that. And Jay, I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and all of you as well at home. And we'll see you here again next Thursday. Bye.
Thank you. You too, Anna. Bye-bye.